Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Willis Nesbitt Stadium, home of the Logan High School Wildcats. Tonight, the 3-0 Logan High Wildcats will be taking on the visiting team on the scoreboard, the 0-3 Polka Dots. While captains are ready to meet at the field, we're going to go over the captains real quick. First, for Polka, number 1, senior Jordan Wolf. Number 8, senior Brandon Moore. Number 51, senior lineman Anthony Dunbar. And number 3, senior running back Andrew Young for Logan. Meeting them at midfield is number 1, Aiden Slack. Number 27, Bryce Davis. Number 11, Garrett Williamson. And number 64, David Ellis. As we're getting ready to get set for Logan High football live on YouTube, please share the video as I will step aside. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Logan has, I think Logan has won the toss, and they elect to receive. So they'll begin the ball to start the first half of play. You're going to have loud noise as music and the train is going to be behind me, but the train is going to move away as Poca is ready to kick it off. Number 7, Gavin Berry, boots it deep. Back to receive is Julius Clancy. He is going to bring it up. He's got one man to beat. Julius Clancy's got an opening. He's going to get it down the sideline. Julius Clancy runs over a Poca defender. And Logan will set up shop close to midfield. That's going to be first down 10 for the Wildcats. And now that's going to bring on senior quarterback Jackson Koger. Last game, Jackson Koger threw for 4 touchdowns. 2 of them went to Aiden Slack. The other one went to Julius Clancy. And then the last one went to Drew Berry. Koger, a talented senior. And he's got multiple college offers. And he's ready to play football at the next level. But we'll see what he can do his senior season as Koger takes a snap, throws on out to Drew Berry. Drew Berry gets an opening. He's going to get wrapped down by number 10 for the Dots, Hunter Tusing. And that is going to bring up second down and 8 at the 49-yard line. And the clock is rolling for Logan. Koger with Mullins to his right. Ready to take a snap. Tried the hard count. Poca didn't bite on it. Koger going to take the snap. He's going to look the throw. And he's got a man out there. That's Aiden Slack. Slack's going to make the grab, but pass is incomplete, and there was a lot of contact on Slack. But the pass falls incomplete. In the area, defending Slack was number 12, Nathan McCormick, the 6'4" senior of the Dots. The Logan's trying to do something that they haven't done in over 30-plus years. I think since 1991, if I can remember. They haven't been 4-0 since 1991. And they haven't won a Week 4 game since 2009. And they're trying to break the skid here. Koger, single back look as Connor Mullins is in the H-back. Koger is going to look to throw. He throws it out to Clancy. Clancy's got open field. Clancy makes one move. Clancy's going to get tackled out of bounds close to the first down marker. And we're going to see if Gary Mullins elect to go for it. Julius Clancy was the target. He gets wrapped around out of bounds. And that's going to set up Logan at the Poca 46-yard line. And we're going to try to have a first down. See if Logan can go for it. They're going to keep their offense out. Koger takes a snap. He's going to keep it. And he fouls forward. We don't think he got there. It's going to be close at the line of scrimmage. Did he get there? I think they're going to mark him short. In there, number 64. I don't have his number. And it's a turnover. He is short. So Poca, with a good defensive stand on Logan's first drive, turns them over on downs. And Poca will come out on offense, led by senior quarterback number 1, Jordan Wolf. Poca, their record is 0-3, but the team is better than their record. They've lost some close games, and then they had to deal with some high-power teams. Wolf is going to keep the handoff. Wolf gets a block, but he's going to get wrapped up by Bryce Davis. Bryce Davis, the first man there, along with Ryan Roberts. And Wolf will only gain a yard. It'll make it 2nd and 9 for the Dots. Wolf in the deep shotgun with Young out. He's going to flare out. They're going to throw out to Young. And Young just passes incomplete. Young was the intended target as Wolf's pass is incomplete. And that was actually they said that was a live ball, as it was a backwards pass, and that's going to set up 3rd and long for the Dots. So here comes first down for the Dots. Wolf is going to look to throw. Wolf has nowhere else. He's got a man open, but it's going to get caught by number 10. He's got one man to beat. And he's going to take it to the 1 yard line. Hunter Tusing with the catch. Malachi Gardner was in the area, and Hunter Tusing came out and caught the ball, and he took it all the way down to the 1 yard line. So this is not what you wanted for Logan, as the 0-3 Dots have really come in here and shocked Logan right now. And Wolf's underneath the snap, and are they going to mark him short? They're going to say he's in. Touchdown, Poca. With 9:47 left to go in the first quarter, Poca drives down the field on the turnover on downs, and they score. Poca strikes early as Gavin Berry is going to try to attempt the PAT. Hold is down, kick is up, and kick is good. So early, just like last week against Wayne, Wayne scored early first, and then Logan scored 31 points to see what they can do here, but Dots take the early 7-0 lead over Logan. We're going to step aside and be right back as you're watching Logan High Football live on YouTube. We'll be right back. All right, we're back as Gavin Berry looked to kick it off for Poca. He's going to pooch kick it, and it's going to fall to Garrett Williamson. Garrett Williamson is going to return it. So Logan will set up shop around the 43-yard line. Now let's see if Logan can answer back. Koger was stopped by big number 64 for the Dots on the fourth down play. And it was a good defensive play by him. And Koger's now going to try to come back out and see what he can do with this offense. Koger going to look to take the snap. And he's going to keep it. And he gets to the outside, and he's going to get dragged down by Andrew Young. Was the first man to get there. That's going to be a gain of 3, and it'll set up for second down and 7 for Logan. Logan decided to bring back the Royal Blues tonight against this Poca Dots ball club. Poca knows Logan likes to throw the ball. And they're going to try to keep them from keep the air game from not happening for Logan. And Koger single back. And he's going to roll out to his right. He's going to throw it out there. And it's caught by Slack. He's at the first down marker. And that actually will be enough for a first down Logan. So good rollout pass for Koger. Intended for Slack. Logan's again's got trips to the right. With a running back in the backfield with Connor Mullins and Aiden Slack, the lone receiver, to his left. Let's see if Logan will go with the open field. Koger is going to look to pass. And he pump fakes. He's going to throw it out there to Slack. And Slack trying to make the grab, but we got a flag thrown, and it's going to be in the area of pass interference, as Nathaniel McCormick was not in the area where he didn't turn around and try to play the ball, so that will be pass interference. And let's see if that's a spot foul, or is it going to tack on from the line of scrimmage. No, they're going to just tack it on from the original line of scrimmage, and that's going to be an automatic first down, Logan. Logan will have it at the 29-yard line. Connor Mullins out at H-back. Koger snaps and hands it off to Slack. Slack's got an opening. He makes a spin move and only gets maybe a yard or two. And he is brought down by number 3, Andrew Young. Again, Poca's mindset is coming in here. They have nothing to lose as Logan's run stacks to each side. Koger takes a snap. He's going to look to throw. Koger's going to throw it out there to Slack. Slack makes the grab, inbounds, and he caught it over Nathaniel McCormick, and that's going to be first down, Logan. So a good pass from Koger. Tended to Slack, and he was able to go up and make the Moss catch. So now Logan will have duo right, and Koger's going to take the snap, and he's going to barrel forward for about a gain of 8. And Logan is close to the end zone. So 7:20 left to go in the first quarter. Polk is still up 7-0, but Logan is knocking on the door as they're ready to score here. Koger takes a snap again. He's getting open to the outside. Koger's got one man to beat, and he takes it down at the 1-yard line. He will be short, but he's going to be at that literally the 1 inch line. The ball is literally like a fingernail away from touching the goal line. So we're going to see what Gary Mullins has in store here as Slack is now in the backfield. Koger. He's going to do the handoff to Slack. Slack is going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Logan. No flags and add on 6 for the Wildcats. With 6:41 remaining, I forgot to stop the clock after that first down. With 6:41 remaining, Logan is, depending on the PAT, can tie up this ball game from Slack. Drew Berry, the holder. Snap is up, snap is down, kick is up, kick is good. So with 6:41 left in the first quarter, Logan has marched down the field and tied up the ball game with Poca 7-all. And we're going to take a break as you're watching Logan High Football live on YouTube. We'll be right back. We're set for Logan to kick it away to Poca. Last time Poca had a short field, and Logan's going to try to pin him down as he squibbed it all the way, and it's going to get picked up. But no, it's actually going to fall at the 1 yard line. And let's see if Logan's going to get him, and they are. They're going to catch him down at the 1 yard line. Good special teams. That was the freshman Preston Kovac with the tackle. He had a missile. He was a missile going down that field, and that knocked Poca at the 2 yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 Dots. So 1st and 10 for Poca at their own 2 yard line. They got no room to make errors here. Wolf takes a snap. He's going to look to keep it, and he's going to get to the outside, and he's only going to get maybe a yard or two. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 for the Dots. Good pursuit by Logan's linebacker, or Logan's defensive end, number 52, Landon Moore. And also in the area was number 25, Shelton Stone, was there on the tackle as well. So after a gain of 3, it's going to be 2nd and 7 on the 5 yard line. Still, Poca has no room to breathe and no room to make mistakes, as Jordan Wolf is going to take off and run, and he ain't going to get a yard. He will get a yard. So a gain of 1 will make it 2nd and 6 now, or 3rd and 6 for the Logan High Wildcats, and Poca's deep in their territory. So a good stop here for Logan can force Poca to punt. And if you're Logan, you plan on going after them on the punt. But let's see what Logan can do. Well, here on this 3rd down stop as Wolf is looking to pass. Wolf is going to have to roll out. Wolf rolls out, and it passes incomplete, intended for Brandon Moore. And that's going to bring on the punting unit for the Dots. Going to be 4th and 5. And you'd have to think Poca is going to punt. And their quarterback is their punter. Poca wouldn't do the right thing here and go for it. They'd go for a fake. They would have the gutsiest call by Coach Ramsey. And Wolf punts it away. And Slack fair catches it around the 39 yard line. So Logan's going to set up, actually 38. So Logan's going to set up pretty good field position inside Poca territory. That's going to bring back out Jackson Koger. Koger with a handoff to Slack was give Logan their first score of the game. And let's see if Logan can tack on more points going into the 4th quarter, going into the 2nd quarter with 5:15 left. Koger gets his instructions from Gary Mullins. Gary Mullins, the winningest head coach in Logan High football history, has over 100 wins. Koger takes the snap. He's going to look to pass. He's going to look to throw. He's got a man, and it's way over the head of it. Is intended to target for Drew Berry. Just way over the head of Berry. Couldn't bring it in, and Clancy was in the area. But number 2, Jackson McClanahan, who is a freshman, and if I'm mistaken, McClanahan, I think he had an older brother named Owen McClanahan that played high school football for the Dots. And Poca jumped as I accidentally start the clock, and it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Tacking on, and we got a score update. Winfield, the number 11 team in the AA, Winfield leads Dwayne 14-0 early in the 1st quarter. We're going to give you more Cardinal Conference update scores, and we'll also give you a man score if we can. But right now, to me, the Cardinal Conference game of the week, even though they're not in the Cardinal Conference, which I think they should be in the Cardinal Conference, is the Point Pleasant Big Blacks hosting the Scott Skyhawks. Koger going to take this snap. He's going to run forward. He's going to keep on forward, and Logan just keeps pushing the pile. As again, I forgot to start the clock. It's going to be a first down, Logan. Again, the clock gets a little sticky. I get a little over with in stopping the clock, so I'm going to try my best to get the clock right. As Gary Mullins, I got Angie Slack behind me, by the way. Love her to death. But anyway, Coger with Connor Mullins to his right in the shotgun, takes the snap, and he's going to look to throw. He's got a man open, but he decides to take off and run. Logan, he's going to throw it, and Gary Williamson is wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Logan! But Coger rolled out. Logan Lyman lost his helmet, and Coger rolled out and rolled. The lineman was not allowed to move because that is considered a dead player. You can't roll. He can't do anything. He can't participate in the play. Coger was able to take advantage of it because Poca defenders stopped. They just stopped and went to try to think like, well, what the heck happened? And Garrett Williamson was wide open, and Logan, they're not going to kick it. They're going to go for two. Let's see if this is a gutsy call here from Gary Mullins as they're going to take the snap, hand it off to Slack. Slack's going to throw it back to Coger. He is wide open, and a two-point conversion is good. And I put it on the wrong side. Logan now leads it 15-7. As this is the right score, I accidentally put it on the wrong side. And for those of you who don't know, Aiden Slack was a middle school quarterback who won 2 conference championships. And, of course, I got to say that because I got Angie Slack right behind me. But Logan extends their lead 15-7. We're going to step aside as you're watching Logan High Football live on YouTube. We'll be right back. All right, we're back as Logan is set to kick it away as Aiden Slack is ready to tee it up, and he's going to send it away with a 15-7 lead over the Dots. Logan leads, and he boots it short. He's kicking him short. He doesn't want Poca to have a long defender. One guy fell down, and Kovac is in there on the tackle, but McClanahan, he is going to get wrapped out of bounds. So with 4:11, I forgot to start the clock, but number 2 McClanahan was on the return. Malachi Gardner was the guy who brought him out of bounds. And Poca's going to take over. Last outing, Poca was deep in their territory. And now they have a pretty good manageable average field position to see if they can get the offense moving. As last time Jordan Wolf just threw a big touchdown, almost touchdown pass to number 10, Hunter Tusing, and he ran it in for the score. Wolf is going to throw it out there. Hunter Tusing is out there. Tusing's got some blocking, and he gets out. The ball is loose, and it's picked up by Logan. Fumble by Hunter Tusing, and Logan will have it. Logan's going to take over at the 44-yard line. I couldn't see who recovered it. It looked like it was Slack that recovered it. I couldn't see who it was, but whoever it was, he recovered it, and now Logan will set up in good field position. Almost the same field position last time in Poca territory. And Poca, just the mistakes have really just hurt the Dots. So Logan has duo right with Connor Mullins to Jackson Coger's right. Coger takes the snap. He's going to look to throw. He's going to throw deep. He's got a man out there. That's Clancy. Wide open. Jackson Coger with an absolute cannon and a touchdown, Logan. No flags, and Coger just it looked like with ease, just threw the ball up, and Clancy literally ran past his defender. And he was standing in the end zone waiting for that ball to come down. As now Logan's going to try to attempt now they're going to attempt the PAT and try to extend their lead for Logan. Bury the holder. The snap was a little low last time. So we're going to see on this PAT. The snap is up. Kick is way, and it is good. With 3:56 left, Logan extends their lead 22-7 over the Polka Dots. So we're going to take a break as we're watching Logan High football live on YouTube. Please share the video. Let's get more people to watch the game. And if I get more score updates, I will let you know. But we're going to be right back after this short break. All right, we're back. Slack is ready to tee it away. Poca has a 4-game winning streak against this Logan Wildcats ball club. Actually, 5-game win streak. And Slack just boots that all the way to the end zone for a touchback. As I accidentally started the clock. So with 3:56 remaining in the first quarter, Poca's going to set up shop at the 20-yard line. And let's see if they can, instead of like having just mental mistakes, as they didn't field the ball and it went at the 1-yard line, tried to pick it up and got tackled at the 2-yard line. And then the last drive, they had a good momentum as Wolf completed the pass to Tusing, but Tusing fumbled the ball. So Wolf back in at quarterback, takes a snap, hands it off to Young. Young gets some open room. He's that big bruiser of a running back. Poca's Andrew Young is on the carry. Gain of 6 is going to make it 2nd and 4 for the Dots. Wolf doesn't like what he sees. He's going to change the play as the senior quarterback who led Poca last year handed off to Young. Young just gets up the middle, gain about 2 yards. He's going to be short of the first down. So you'd have to guess that they're going to go back to him on 3rd down as he's gained positive yards ever since he's touched it. Let's see if Logan can adjust and get that stop against Andrew Young. So on this 3rd and 1, short one for Logan, for Poca. Young. And he's going to hand it off to Young. Young gets the outside, and he gets enough for the first down as he's right there at the marker, and they're going to move the chains. So Poca with another first down run, and we're going to start the clock again. Poca dug themselves a hole right here. They had a great start, just dug themselves in a hole, trailing 22-7. And see if they can get out of here and getting more points as Wolf takes the handoff, and he's going to barrel forward for a gain of 6. He's going to make it 2nd and 4 for Poca. So let's see what the Dots do here as the run game is really hurt because it has been doing some damage to Logan. The passing game has just not been there for the Dots except that one long passing play to Tusing. And Wolf hands it off to Young. Young gets to the outside, and he is met at the line by number 1, Aiden Slack, who went low on his legs. That's what you need to do to a power running back. You want to go low on his legs and make sure he doesn't get anywhere. So with 90 seconds left in the first quarter, Logan's going to see a third and three for the Dots. And you would have to assume this would either be a QB keeper for Wolf, or you might see a screen pass here. Wolf, he's going to keep it, and he's going to be right at the first down marker, and he's going to actually get more. That's going to be a first down, Poca. So Poca will have it 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And now Logan's going to make a substitute as the tank, I like to call him, Big Fluff. Cam Allred is now in on defense. He's going to try to be that brick wall to stop Poca's run game as they hand it off to McClanahan. And we got a flag as McClanahan's to the outside, and he breaks one tackle from Malachi Gardner. But we got a flag, and it looks like it's going to be an illegal shift against the Poca Dots. Maybe actually false start. One of the linemen may have moved. And so that's going to try to actually back up Poca. So, again, Poca, that's bad right there. You don't want to get positive yards and then have to be set back. So it'll be 1st and 15 with 44 seconds. Poca breaks the huddle. So Poca's going to have 1st and 15. Wolf. And he's going to look to fake throw it. He's going to look to throw it. And he's got a man out in the area. Tusing just overthrow his head. Gardner, if he had a one step closer, he could have picked that off. So that pass intended for Tusing. It's going to be 2nd and 15 at the 40-yard line for the Dots with 21 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Been a slow first quarter, but it's been a high-packed action from both ball clubs. As Logan just got a turnover on downs, so they scored 3 straight unanswered points. And Wolf is going to look to run. He's got a man open out there, and that is incomplete. It was intended for number 12, Nathan McCormick. And now it's going to bring up 3rd down with 13 seconds left to go. I was waiting to see if they was going to call pass interference against the Dots, but they didn't. So 3rd and 15 for Poca. Logan's got to get a stop here and force Poca to punt. And you'd have to think Poca is going to try to run out and do a passing play, and they are. Wolf's going to drop back the pass. He has no one open. He's just going to take off running, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds and dragged out of bounds by Bryce Davis. And Jordan Wolf went sliding into the stands. As that's good sportsmanship by Garrett Williamson. You can't see it, but I'll show you right here. Garrett Williamson going to help Jordan Wolf up. It was not a malicious play. It was just the Poca, like the quarterback, Wolf. And Wolf is on the sideline. He's hurt. No, he's actually coming back in. This kid's a trooper. Bryce Davis didn't intentionally. He was bringing him out of bounds just like a normal tackle. Just Wolf's momentum just slid him into the fence, and he's okay. As they're actually going to run the clock, and that is actually going to be the end of the first quarter. Logan 22, Poca 7, and Poca has got a 4th and 4 on their own 49-yard line, but they're actually going to – no, the referees are actually going to talk this over. There was 4 seconds. There was 5 seconds on the clock. They're talking it over. Are they going to say that they're going to put 5 seconds? No, they are. They're going to put 5 seconds back on the clock. They're going to put 5 seconds back on the clock because he was out of bounds. So Poca will run a play here, and then that will end the first quarter. So the clock started prematurely, and I started with it. So Poca will come back out for one more play, and it's going to be Wolf. He's going to be in there to go for it on 4th down. If Poca gets this, they can seize momentum going into the second quarter. And Logan doesn't jump. And Poca, the ball was snapped, but Poca's going to burn a timeout. That's their first timeout of the half. They have 2 remaining. So as Poca takes a timeout, I'm going to take a timeout. As you're watching Logan High Football live on YouTube, we'll be right back. All right, we're back with 5 seconds left in the first quarter. It looks like Logan is going to be set up shop to return, but Poca looks like they are going to punt it. And no one's back to return. And we get a movement against the Dots. Number 8, Brandon Moore, just wasn't set. He jumped the gun early as Poca was trying to do a quick count to get him to jump off sides, and it just backfired on him. So instead of a fake punt here or just try to pin him deep, now they will punt it. And Slack is back to receive for Logan with Malachi Gardner up top just in case the punt just goes wild. They snap it. Ball's low. And Moore's going to get tackled down. And that will end. No, it's actually not going to end the first quarter. Logan's going to have 1 play left. This first quarter won't end. With 1 second to go, let's see if Logan can tack onto their score. Low snap by Poca. Wolf tried to pick it up instead of fall on it, and he ran with it, and he got tackled down by a group of Wildcats. I couldn't see who the Wildcat was. It looked like it was Landon Moore that made the tackle. So now Logan will set up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. So with 1 second left in the first quarter, Logan's going to run a play. And Koger's going to take the snap. He's going to throw it out to Clancy. Clancy's going to get out of bounds. And that will be the end of the first quarter. And your score, officially end of the first quarter, your score, Logan 22, Poca 7. Logan's going to have it deep in Poca territory as we start the second quarter. I'm going to step aside as you're watching Logan High Football on YouTube. We'll be right back for the start of the second quarter. And we're back at the start of the second quarter. Koger takes a snap. He's going to look to throw out to Garrett Williamson. Garrett Williamson is going to get shoved out of bounds. And we get a penalty flag, and it's going to go against Poca. It's going to be a late hit, personal foul against the Dots, as that was just more of a frustration foul. And so that's going to move the chains. It's going to be first, and that's going to be set up first and goal now for Logan. They're going to have it first and goal from the 6-yard line. So Koger takes a snap. And he fakes handoff. He's going to keep it. Koger just barrels forward. He's going to get stopped at the 4-yard line. That's going to bring up second and goal for Logan. So the clock's still running for Logan. Koger looks like Slack in the backfield, and they're going to hand it off to Slack. Slack's going to get to the edge. Slack is going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Logan. He's got a little extra shot. And as he went into the end zone and tack on 6 more points, Logan now leads at 28-7 over the Dots. So pending on the PAT, Logan can tack on more points. Last year, Poca was a semifinal team who lost to the eventual state champion as a 16 seed, Fairmont Senior, and they did not have the dream start that they won as Slack puts it up and puts it through. So the extra point is good with 11 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Logan extends their lead 29-7 over the Dots. So as Logan is set to kick it away to Poca, I'm going to step aside as you're watching Logan High Football live on YouTube. We'll be right back, and we'll give you some score updates when we can. And we're back. Slack is ready to kick it away, and he kicks it deep to the end zone, and it ain't going to get returned, as that is a college-style kick for a touchback. And you can't see it on the camera, but we got the drone above. The drone is running around. They love to take. They love to take shots of the field. So Poca will have it first and 10 at the 20-yard line and see if they can get some momentum. They've had some positive momentum going. It's just they've been stalled by penalties and just mistakes. And Logan's defense has come up and made some great plays. So Wolf is back out. He's going to take the snap. He's going to keep it. He's going to get to the outside. And he's going to get hit hard by Bryce Davis. And looks like number 5, Gabe Workman. And we got some score updates. In the first quarter, Mingo Central leads the number 15 team in Class Single A Man Hillbillies 7-0. And another scoring update, Chapmanville leads the Nitro Wildcats 14-0 in the first quarter. You can watch that game on D&D Sports Network as Wolf is looking to throw. And Wolf, he's going to have a bunch of Logan Wildcats to finish around. And good defense by Logan. Shelton Stone was there to knock McClanahan down so he couldn't get the ball. It was in the area of McClanahan. And also in there on the play was Connor Mullins, and Landon Moore was there to pressure Jordan Wolf. So Logan's defense has really just came to play today, as Poca has trips to the right, and Wolf is just, he's been having to do it all with his arms and legs. And Wolf takes the snap. He's going to look to throw, and he's going to throw it deep, but it looks like it's going to get intercepted by Malachi Gardner. Malachi Gardner comes up with the pick, and he's got one man to beat. He's going to go down the sideline, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds. Malachi Gardner, the senior, I overran the pick, but he picked it off. And that's going to set up Logan at the 22-yard line, 1st and 10. No, it's actually at the 25-yard line. He's out at the 25. And that's going to be a first down Logan. And Logan could really put Poca away on this drive and attack onto their score. As Logan, remember last year playing Poca down in Poca, they had the Dots beat, but Poca was just able to get that one last defensive stop to stop Logan and really kind of stop Logan from getting into the playoffs last year. So this was a game circled for Logan, not just because it's a quality Cardinal Conference matchup. It's a matchup that Logan just wanted back, and Cogarts passes it to Drew Barry. Drew Barry makes one man miss, and he's going to just get wrapped around. After a gain of 4, Poca beat Logan 14-12 last year in Poca, and it was a very good game between two good teams that could have done actually some damage maybe in the playoffs, but Logan was just missed out on the playoffs last year by 1 seed to the eventual state champion Fairmont Senior. So 1st and 10 for Logan as the clock is rolling. No, excuse me, 2nd and 6 for Logan. Coger's going to take the snap. He's going to look to throw out there. He's got a man out there, and it is incomplete. Garrett Williamson was the intended target. And honestly, Coger, he looked to his right. If he had looked to his left, Julius Clancy beat the high safety, and he was going to be dancing in the end zone all alone. And we got a flag on the play, and it's going to be offsides against the Dots. And sorry, I had to talk to my friend Angie. She was telling me something I missed, and yes, it did look like Garrett Williamson may have twisted his ankle when he was going down to make that catch, but he looks all right. He's fine. But scoot him up forward, and it's going to be 3rd and 1 for Logan. You can probably see a QB keeper here as Coger, high snap. He's going to try to get rid of it, and he gets forward for a first down yard. He spins off. He keeps going, and I almost overran him. And that is a first down, Logan. That will be good enough for a Logan High School first down. So Logan will keep the chains moving. With 9:20 left on the clock. So now they're going to start the clock, and I'll start it on here right about now. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Actually, yeah, 1st and 10, Logan. They still have 2 yards to spare to get the first down. But a high snap from Kazee. Coger was able to bring it in, and he was just able to do some twists and get some movement. Coger, he's going to roll out, and he looks like he's going to throw, and he's got a man open. Drew Barry is in the end zone. Touchdown, Logan! And the route is on. Koger with an absolute beautiful rollout and a beautiful dart thrown to Drew Berry. And Logan just tacks on to their lead. They lead at 35-7 over the Dots of Poca. And we're not even close to halftime yet. And now Slack is on to attempt the PAT. Berry the holder. And snap is down. Kick is up. Kick is good. So with 8:55 left to go in the second quarter, Logan extends their lead 36-7 over the Dots. As I'm going to take a break. Again, you're watching Logan High Football live on YouTube. Share the video and watch some good high school football action between Logan and Poca. We'll be right back. All right, we're back as Slack is going to kick it away again, and he's going to kick it short, and it's going to be returned by number 23 for the Dots, and he's going to get tripped up. On the return for Poca was number 22, Noah Watson. So Poca's going to have it first and 10 at the 34-yard line. Poca just hasn't been able to move the ball ever since their first drive when Logan turned it over on downs. That's Logan's only turnover. It was just a good defensive play by number 64, who I do not have his number on the roster. So Poca hands it off to Young. Young's going to get the outside. Young's going to get enough for about a gain of 5. And it's going to bring up second down for the Dots. As we got a scoring updates around the state, it's still the same. Chatfield still leads over Nitro. Mingo Central leads over Man. We still don't have an update from Scott and Point. We don't have an update from. We don't have. We still have the no more update, but I'm assuming it's Big Winfield leading Big over the Wayne Pioneers. Wayne, that's Logan's next opponent. Wolf is going to keep it, and he's going to get maybe a yard or he's going to get enough for a first down. Jordan Wolf on the QB keeper. Logan's bringing in some subs as they have a comfortable 36-7 lead over the Dots. So with that run for Jordan Wolf, it'll be enough for a first down. And the clock is moving. You're seeing freshman Rob Ball, who's only a freshman, and he was the Boone County for the Madison Hawks defense lineman of the year in middle school. When he's transferred over to Logan, he's going to be a big key factor for Logan in the upcoming years. He's only a freshman. Wolf going to keep it on QB keeper. Looks like he might throw, and he's got Bryce Davis out there, but he outruns Davis, and he's going to get enough. But the ball's down, but it's going to get recovered by Wolf out of bounds. As they knocked the ball away, just the ball landed out of bounds. Wolf was able to fall on it out of bounds, so Poca will keep it, but that will be a gain of 9, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 1. And Poca is just going to have to do some damage on the ground. They have not been able to do much in the air, only on one passing play, but they've been doing some damage on the ground. But whenever they get stuffed in the line, they decide to go to the passing route, and they just haven't been able to move the ball. As Wolf, he's going to do a QB keeper, and he's met in the backfield by Shelton Stone. And big number 70, Rob Ball. Those were the first two men there, and Ryan Roberts was also in on that tackle. As Shelton Stone perfectly timed the snap count. He said, hello, goodbye, how you doing? What's your favorite color and all that stuff. So Shelton Stone was setting up shop in the backfield. Let's see if he can do it again on this 3rd down and 3 for Poca. And the clock is running. They got 7 minutes left in the first half, and Logan's got a comfortable 36-7 lead over the Dots. So here on this 3rd down play, Wolf hands it off to Young, and Young, he's going to get enough for the first down. So Andrew Young on the carry, brought down by a slew of Wildcats, and that's going to be way enough for a first down as Preston Kovac was in there on the tackle, the young freshman linebacker. So 1st and 10, Poca at inside Logan's territory. Wolf hands it off to Young. Young's going to get it to the outside, and he is met by linebacker Bryce Davis and more Logan Wildcat defenders. Landon Moore was also there. Ryan Roberts was there. So no gain by. No, actually, they're going to say gain of 2 or gain of 3. Say gain of 3 is 2nd and 7 for the Dots. Let's see if Logan can get a stop here and get the ball back and score on Poca. Wolf, he's going to do a QB keeper. He's going to try to get to the outside. And Bryce Davis is in there to tackle him as Davis hits Wolf out of bounds. But Wolf, it was the momentum the momentum of Wolf was just taking him out of bounds, and so was Davis. Wolf was just completing the pursuit tackle. It wasn't unnecessary, as the Poca coaches don't like it. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Dots. So on this 3rd and 1, you might see another QB keeper or a handoff to Andrew Young for Poca, as they have been doing damage on the ground on this drive. So Wolf is going to be under center. They're going to see a QB keeper, and Wolf, he's right at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to say he did get enough for the first down. So Poca did enough for the first down. Jordan Wolf went underneath center, got the first down. He's been the catalyst for Poca this entire game. Wolf hands it off to Young. Young gets up the middle, and Young is met by Brennan Goff, who brings him down for a gain of 2. Actually, we're going to say a gain of 3 for Logan. For Poca, and the clock still runs. We are under 5 minutes left to go in the first half. So Wolf in shotgun, 2nd and 7 for the Dots. And Wolf, fake handoff. He's going to throw. He's got a man wide open out there, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown, Poca. Wolf completed the pass, and it's a touchdown, Poca, as the young corner over for Logan just got beat over top, and it looked like it was number 2, Owen McClain. Jackson McClanahan was the one on the reception. They're going to put it down, and it is blocked. But you can't return it in high school. But with 4:33 left to go in the first half, Logan leads at 36-13 over the Dots. And we might see an onside kick here, as Poca is going to try to do whatever they can to get back out, get their offense back out and cut into this lead. So while we're set for the Poca to kick it away, I'm going to take a break as you're watching Logan High Football live on YouTube. We'll be right back. All right, we're underway as Gavin Berry is looking to kick it off. As we had a little early kick from Berry. Berry's going to push it away, and it's going to get returned by, looks like Slack. Slack's going to be the up man to return it. Slack's, he runs into his own teammate. So Slack on the return ran into his own teammate. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Logan. And back comes out Jackson Koger, the quarterback. I'm going to say his name a lot because he's the general of this offense. He's ones that keeps the engine going, and he's picking up right where he left off last week against Wayne. And he is just finding his targets. He's found Berry for a touchdown. He's found Slack for a touchdown. He's found Garrett Williamson for a touchdown. He's found Clancy for a touchdown. Koger keeps it. He's going to throw out there to Slack. Slack makes one-man move. Slack's got up down the sideline, and it looks like no one, and he finally gets tackled down, and that is going to be a big horse collar on the dots. Slack made 2 men miss, and he was brought down hard for a horse collar. It might be face mask, actually. He was brought down hard. Let's see what the polka dots call, the referees call on the polka dots. The referees are actually huddling up to discuss whether this is a flag or not, as the referee did throw the flag, and no, they're going to wave it off.
They're waving the flag off. No flag on the play. Logan will have it 1st and 10.
But other than that, Logan has it 1st down and 10. With 4:20 left to go in the first half. Koger steps back to drop backs to pass. He's going to take off running. Koger, he's got open field. Koger, he's going to run. He's going to go down the sideline. Koger gets tripped up out of bounds. Jackson Koger said, "Not only will I beat you with my arm, I'll beat you with the legs as well." And Koger was just all the way down on the sideline, and he gets tackled out of bounds around the 15-yard line. He's actually at the 15-yard line, and he's going to be a 1st and 10 Logan. Last night, the Logan Middle School Timberwolves suffered their first loss of the season at home against the Winfield Generals. They'll be back in action next week when they visit the Tigers of Chapmanville Middle. Logan next week will be on the road as they will take on a very good Winfield Generals team. Koger, he's going to hand it off to Connor Mullins. Connor Mullins gets the outside. He lowers his shoulder, and he gets enough for about a gain of 5. Or actually, no, gain of 6 or 7. It's going to bring up 2nd and 3 for Logan.
Gain of 6 on the play. He's at 2nd and 4 from the 9-yard line.
Actually, they're going to say gain of 6, so 2nd and 4 for Logan. And ball is going to be spotted on the 9-yard line as the clock is moving. Koger takes the snap, hands it off to Mullins. Mullins gets to the outside, and he's going to try to get to the end zone. Did he stretch across? He's going to get marked short, out of bounds at the 3-yard line. And that's going to be first and goal, Logan. And you want to get this young man a touchdown. He is one of the heart and soul of the defensive players for Logan. They want to try to maybe get him a touchdown. So Koger in the shotgun with Mullins to his left. And they're going to hand it off to Mullins. He's going to get to the outside, and he is going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Logan! And Logan now leads it 42-13 with 3:16 left to go in the first half. And we're going to see Aiden Slack coming on for the PAT. And all these freshmen or seniors that Logan that were freshmen took their bumps, took their hits, and they want to pay it back to all the teams that did the hurting to them when they were young. This is the senior group that Logan has built for almost the entire program. Slack kick is up, and it is through. So the extra point is good. Logan leads it 43-13. They have a 30-point lead over the Dots with 3:16 left to go in the first half. So we're going to take a break as you're watching Logan High Football live on YouTube. We'll be right back. All right, and we're back as Slack is ready to kick it off. To kick it away for Logan. They have a 43-13 lead over the Dots. Slack's going to put his boot through it, and he's going to get short, but it's going to roll barely into the end zone for a touchback. So Poca will take over off that touchback at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, Poca. We're not seeing any substitution for the Dots as they're trying to come back out here and trying to get going against Logan, trying to get some momentum. They had momentum last time, but Logan was able to just answer right back. Wolf takes a snap, hands it off to Young, and Young is going to get maybe a yard or two. And actually, he's going to get 3 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Dots. Yeah, we're going to try to give you more score update around the state. So the clock's still running for Poca. Wolf takes the snap, hands it off to Young. Young gets to the outside, and he is met hard by Connor Mullins. And that's going to be a no gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Dots. Third and 4 for Poca. We are almost 2 minutes left to go in the first half, and they're going to get a penalty flag, and it looks like it's going to be Shelton Stone who jumped in the backfield. And it's going to be offsides in against Logan. He's been doing that. He's been trying to time up the snap, but that's going to move him up 5 yards, and it's going to replay for third down. It's going to make it third and manageable for the Dots.
High School will have a third and 2. The 29-yard line.
Wolf in the pistol. He hands it off to Young. Young is going to get met, but he's going to barrel forward for a first down.
Logan High School's number 54, Brennan Goff on the stop.
And that is going to be enough for a first down. Logan is, again, I forgot to start the clock. So with 1:30 left to go, 90 seconds left in the first half, Poca is trying to make some noise here against this Logan High Wildcat defense. As Wolf is going to keep it. He shoves off one defender, and he gets tripped up by Gabe Workman. Good tackle by the young sophomore. The clock's still rolling for Logan. Defense. They're trying to get stopped and force Poca to go punt it again. And Poca will get the ball to start the second half. And Wolf takes the snap. He's going to be low. He's going to look to throw. And it's going to be almost intercepted. Out of the reach of Kovac and Williamson. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Dots. Actually, 3rd and 6 for the Dots. So 3rd and 6 for Poca. Logan's fans are stomping the bleachers trying to get loud. Looks like Poca is going to do a QB keeper, but no, Wolf is going to look to throw, and we might get a hold call, but Wolf is going to dive forward close to first down, and he's out of bounds, but where he got a penalty flag in the area, it looks like it's going to be a holding called against the Dots. And it's going to be holding called against Poca as one of the officials spotted at the spot where Poca held, so back him up 10 yards. And it's going to replay third down. So again, Poca's just momentum. They have not been doing good. They've been given positive yards, but then they've been set back by penalties. It's been the theme the whole night for the Dots. So Poca will have it, 3rd and long, and they're going to just hand it off to Young, and Young just going to get it forward. And the clock is going to roll with 30 seconds left to go in the first half, and it looks like Poca is just going to let this clock run. As Logan's got a commanding 43-13 lead over the Dots. We have 5 seconds left. And that'll be the end of the first half. Logan has a huge commanding lead, 43-13, as they go into the half, leading over the Poca Dots. So for the halftime entertainment, we're going to get treated by the Poca High School marching band. They're going to come out and perform to you at halftime. And as they perform, we're going to step aside, and we're going to have another halftime breakdown by Matt Carter and Bill Lusk. So as we get them ready, we're going to take a break and be right back as you're watching Logan High Football live on YouTube. We'll be right back. All right, we're back for part one of the halftime breakdown. Matt Carter is going to break down the first half as Logan has a 43-13 lead over the Poca Dots. Matt, take it away.
All right, if you're not here, you're missing a great performance tonight by Logan High School as they got a 43-13 lead right here at halftime. As Jackson Koger looks really, really good throwing the football tonight. Aiden Slack is looking really good, fast. He's fast. We got Connor Mullins running all over the place. We have everybody just involved, just having fun out here. This is execution tonight by the Logan High School offense. I really like what I'm seeing. They are mixing up the run with some of the pass. They're really getting some work in tonight. Jackson Koger looks fantastic. Aiden Slack looks fantastic. Julius Clancy looks fantastic. Connor Mullins looks fantastic. The defense is hitting. I think Brennan Goff might have 8 tackles already right now. We've got Preston Kovac who's got tackles. We've got Bryce Davis. We've got Braden Chambers, Connor Mullins on the defensive side. It's just a good night for the Logan Wildcats so far as it's 43-13 at the half. This second half, Logan needs to come out and continue the dominance. Right now, I believe they can do pretty much what they want to do right now. They can throw, they can run, mix it up, continue doing the same thing that they're doing, get the score up, let the JV come in and play a little bit. Hopefully Logan can extend this lead out and allow some of these younger players to get some varsity playing time. But it's a good night right now so far here in the first half to be a Logan High School Wildcat as we keep playing that beautiful school song over and over every time we score a touchdown. And we're going to give it right back to you here right now to Daniel Miller.
All right, guys, you heard Matt Carter with his breakdown. Yes, everybody's getting involved for the Logan High Wildcats. They're all over the place on offense and defense. So as we're going to step aside, we're going to try to track down Bill Lusk as Poca's getting ready to play their band, do their songs, because again, Logan High does not have a band this year. They don't have a band director, so they're missing out on performing this year. They could not get a instructor in time for the season, and they don't have one. So Poca is going to entertain us at halftime. So while they entertain us, I'm going to have to mute just for music purpose, where we don't get kicked off of YouTube or Facebook, whichever I decide to go live on. So we're going to step aside, take a break, as we'll be right back for part 2 of our halftime breakdown with Bill Lusk maybe joining us. So stay tuned. All right, we're back with part 2 of the Logan halftime breakdown. Now with me is Bill Lusk. He's going to break it down for both sides. Bill, take it away.
Just in case you're joining us, real simple. You know that Logan got the opening kickoff, drove it inside Scott territory or Poca territory, excuse me. Jumping a little bit ahead of myself there, as we were just talking about the Scott Point Pleasant game, which the report I got is 0-0 in the second quarter. Skyhawks number 7, Point Pleasant number 10 in Class AA, and a future opponent coming up in a few weeks for the Logan Wildcats. But anyway, Logan is turned over on downs on its first possession, and Poca answers immediately, marching down the field to get a 1-yard touchdown run from Jordan Wolf. And it looked like the Dots were going to be incomplete. We're going to be in this contest. It looked like we may have a contest as they went up 7-0. But after that, the Wildcats scored 36 unanswered points. The Dots answered with a touchdown of their own. They cut it to 36-13. Logan answered right before the half with a touchdown of their own, 43-13. Wildcats are pretty much having a way with the Poca Dots here, and 30-point lead here at the break. And unless the Dots can come out in the second half and piece together a few stops, we're looking at a running clock here in the fourth quarter. If this score keeps up and Logan is able to add to its lead, as 43-13 is the score here at the halftime. Poca will receive to start the second half, and it's a very important drive for the Dots. They can kneel forward to get the ball back to Logan, and Logan go right down the field and score a touchdown, and the Dots not answer, as Logan looking to go to 4-0 for the first time since 1990. And everybody knows how special that 1990 year was. It was the very first playoff appearance for the Wildcats, who played the Martinsburg Bulldogs here. And it's not the Martinsburg that we know today, but Martinsburg was able to come away with a 1-point win in the Wildcats' first ever playoff game here at Willis Nesbitt Stadium. Logan hoping to go to 4-0, something that they didn't do last year. And, of course, they went on the road to Liberty Raleigh after opening the season with 3 straight wins, and they fell on the road to Liberty Raleigh. So far, so good. If you're a Logan fan tonight, it's 43-13. If you're a Poca fan, they are on their way to dropping to 0-4 unless they can make a rally here. Pass a few scores along to you. Second quarter action from Point Pleasant and Scott at 7-7 in the second quarter. Chapmanville leading 26-0 over Nitro at halftime. Winfield a second quarter score over Wayne 21-0. Man and Mingo Central knotted up at 14 in the second quarter. Independence last report we had was 44-0 in the second quarter over Shady Spring. It's now 60-0 at halftime. That is the second straight, or not the second straight, that's the second opponent, I do believe, that Independence has outscored 60-0 in the first half. I know they done it the first week of the season against Liberty Raleigh, and they pretty much shortened that game to like 4-minute quarters for the second half. So I don't know if they'll do that up at Shady Spring, but Independence right now giving Fairmont Seniors loss last night to Bridgeport 24-21. Independence looking like the best team in Class AA. I know Frankfurt's co-number 1, and North Marion's on the road facing AAA Brook tonight. A win by North Marion would more than likely move the Huskies into the number 1 spot when the rankings are released on Tuesday afternoon. Logan stands to move up in the ratings here because Lincoln went down last night to Nicholas County. Nicholas County was number 15. They're going to pick up a lot of points in that win, but they're not going to pick up enough points to move ahead of Logan, I don't feel. Winfield's playing a Wayne team. Same thing there. The points will even out between Logan and Winfield. It's going to look like it's going to be a good ball game next week from General Stadium with the Winfield Generals and the Logan Wildcats. And also, if the scores hold up, Scott is playing Point Pleasant. That's a non-conference game. Point Pleasant used to be in the Cardinal Conference, but they kept jumping from AA to AAA back down to AA. They didn't get the Cardinal Conference invite like they had expected. So that is a non-conference game. Scott is 3-0 overall, 3-0 in the Cardinal Conference. Both Logan and Winfield 2-0 in the Cardinal Conference. With wins tonight, they would join Scott atop the rankings with a 3-0 record, and that would be a big game for the Wildcats next week. Thus far, the biggest of the season would be next week if they can take care of business tonight and hang on to this 43-13 lead at halftime.
All right, you heard it from Bill Luss. He broke down the first half for Logan. Logan they've been dominant on both sides of the field, and you like he said with the scores around the state, Winfield and Logan is going to be an intriguing matchup next week. And again, score updates now. Man and Mingo's tied at 14, and we're still trying to see the Poca and Scott game. Point and Scott game, and Hurricane looks like they're for real. And Winfield, the team that Logan plays next week, that's Winfield's only loss of the season. And Hurricane with new head coach Donnie Mays. And it looks like it's going to be all Winfield and Logan sitting at the top of the Cardinal Conference now. If Scott can hold on and beat Point Pleasant on the road, which is very hard to do, is to win at Point Pleasant. If Scott can do that, then you're going to have probably a 3-way tie at the top between Winfield, or actually a four-way tie in the top. Really, you might between Winfield. No, you're going to have a tie at the top between Winfield and Logan, and both teams are undefeated in the Cardinal Conference. And Scott will be up there too, with their only loss could come to Point Pleasant tonight. It's still 7-7, going probably in halftime right now. So, guys, thank you for our halftime breakdown. We're going to step aside as you've been watching the Logan High halftime breakdown. You're watching Logan High football live on YouTube. We'll be right back. All right, we're back as we're getting set for the opening of the second half kickoff. Logan's going to kick it away to Poca as Aiden Slack is going to put his foot to the ball, and he boots it away, and it's going to be touched, and is going to get tackled by a group of Logan High football players. That first was Malachi Gardner, then Bryce Davis was the first man to lit up Poca's. Looked like number 2, Jackson McClanahan. So Poca is going to take over 1st and 10 from the 6-yard line. Logan's going to set up shop. Poca's going to set up shop, and Logan's going to set up defense against the Dots. And we're going to see the same quarterback out for the Dots, Jordan Wolf, who really has been the only difference in the first half for Logan. For Poca against Logan. Wolf hands it off to Young, and Young is just going to fight forward. He's going to get tackled by a group of Logan High defenders.
Are you going to sing for him, baby?
And you just heard Matt Carter. He asked me if I could sing. He was playing We Will Rock You. No, I cannot sing. But other than that, thank you, Matt Carter, for coming on. Again, I had a late start with the clock. It's 11:22 left in the third quarter. Wolf, quarterback, takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Young again. Young's going to get to the outside, and he's going to get met by 2 Logan defenders, and we're going to get a whistle stoppage. No, they're going to tell him to run the clock. So, Poca gets the first down. 1st and 10 for the Dots.
High School had it 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line.
Now subbing in for the Dots in the backfield is number 23. There is no number 23 on my roster. Wolf takes the snap. He's going to hand it. He actually runs over his own defender, and Bryce Davis is going to be there to bring down Wolf. And Bryce Davis is everywhere on the defense. Gabe Workman was also there to bring him down. But Bryce Davis, one of the best linebackers in the class of AA, brought down Jordan Wolf. And Wolf only gained 3 yards. So it'll make it 2nd and 7 for the Dots at their own 21-yard line. So we're going to see Poca get more yards. And they've really been doing some stuff on the ground. Haven't really gone to the air much. The only time they did was back in the first quarter. And they're going to hand it off to Young. Young gets up the middle. And he, just like a bowling ball top running back, he stays low. And he was able just to bounce off of defenders and find his way into a gap, helped by his offensive line. And he was able to gain about 7 yards. And we're going to get a whistle stoppage by the official. And they're going to do official measurement to see if he actually did get the first down. He might have got it. We don't know yet, but we're going to get a measurement to see if he got enough for the first down. The clock is stopped at 9:36. So they're going to see if see if Poca gets the measurement. And they're going to stretch it out, and it looks like he is. He got enough for the first down. So the measurement is in Poca's favor, and now they get a 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. So the clock will rewind for Poca. And again, this is what Poca's done with their offense. They've been having the long drives, but they're down 43-13. They got to get some more movement. And Young is met by two Logan defenders. First one there was Big Rob Ball, and the second there was Preston Kovac, the two freshmen for Logan. These young freshmen, they're going to get varsity time next year, definitely, whenever these talented senior class moves on to the next level in the college ranks once they graduated from high school. And guys like Kovac and Ball has got to step up and take over the reins if they want to keep the winning streak going for Logan. We got a man in motion, and they're going to hand it off to McClanahan. McClanahan has an open, and McClanahan's going to get a few yards, and he's going to get hit by Bryce Davis and Ryan Roberts, who is supporting, it looks like, a yellow cast on his hand. And Connor Mullins was also there on the stop. So Logan's going to have Poca's going to have a 3rd and 2. And we're going to see if Logan can get a defensive stand here. They got some substitutes in the game. Not all the varsity players are out. Guys like Slack, Williamson are still in. Ryan Roberts, Connor Mullins is still in. Bryce Davis is still in with Shelton Stone. Wolf, he's going to keep it. The Wolf's going to get met in the backfield by two Logan defenders. First man to meet him was Shelton Stone. And Bryce Davis, along with, looked like Ryan Roberts was the first man to meet him there in the backfield. And so Poca is going to be backed up deep, and there looks like they're going to punt. And Wolf is limping. He's been taking a beating for the Dots. And Poca is going to be set up to punt it away. This is not what you wanted for the Dots to start your first drive of the second half, and Wolf just punts it away, and it's going to go out of bounds around the 39-yard line. 1st and 10, Logan. And are they going to bring out the subs? And no, it looks like Jackson Koger is back out there on offense. And Koger going to try to leave the offense to score more. Trying to leave them more out there and get some more points for this offense as the starters are back out. And we got Caden Justice in the backfield. This young man had caught a 99-yard touchdown pass from Adam Baisden against Sissonville, and they love his speed. Koger hands it off to Justice. Justice, from said by Gary Mullins, is one of the fastest players on the team. And Justice only gained of 2 yards. He tried to run the outside, but Justice is only a freshman. And this is a actually pretty talented freshman class coming up for Logan that they can make some noise whenever they get into their high school career later on into their high school career. And hopefully this group, Logan, can continue its winning ways dating back to last season. Koger takes the snap. He's going to look to throw. He pump fakes. Koger is going to look. He's going to just throw it away. And Slack was in the area along with number 8, Brandon Moore. So Poca is going to force Logan to have a 3rd and 7. So 3rd down and 7. Koger looking for the snap, and he tries the hard count. No one jumps. Try to get 5 yards easy for Logan. Koger looking to take the snap. He's going to look to throw. Koger, he shoves it out to Caden Justice, who gets one move, and he gets now wrapped up by Hunter Tusing.
Logan's Caden Justice on the carry.
So Logan's going to have a 4th and 4 at the 45-yard line, and see if Logan, he tried to get him to jump. Poca's not fooled on that one. And Koger is going to take the snap. He's going to throw out to Slack. Slack's got one man to beat, and he's going to get wrapped around, and it's going to be well short of the first down as number 12, Nathan McCormick, was there to bring down Slack as Slack tried to make a move. So Logan will turn it over on downs for the second time tonight, and Poca is going to get the ball in Logan territory at the 46-yard line. So it's going to be first down for Logan. First down for Poca. 1st and 10. And we're going to see if the Polka Dots can get some points on the board here as they trail 43-13 for Logan. Logan's not worried about scoring. They're just more about running the clock and getting these guys out and getting them ready for next week when they travel to the Winfield Generals. And Wolf is going to look back to pass, and they got a penalty flag, and it's going to be in the area. And we got a penalty flag, and it looks like it's going to be in the area of holding called against the Dots. So we're going to see what the penalty flag is for the Dots. Yep, it is holding called against Poca. So it's going to back them up 10 yards, and it's going to be 1st and 20 now for the Dots. With 5:33 left to go in the third quarter, Poca is going to have it well deep, and now they're in their territory. So Coach Seth Ramsey's he's talking over this official. He's trying to see what he can do to get Poca offense moving as Wolf faces a 1st and long. McClanahan in motion, and they're going to pitch it out to McClanahan. And McClanahan met in the backfield, but he couldn't get there. Now McClanahan makes move, and he gets hit hard by Gabe Workman and Rob Ball, who was able to track down McClanahan. Kovac was in the backfield, just couldn't wrap up McClanahan to bring him down. So Poca gains about a yard or two. Well, actually, no, they say he didn't gain a yard, so it's going to be 2nd and 20 for the Dots. So 2nd and 20 for the Dots. Wolf doesn't like he changes his plays. And he takes a snap, low snap. Wolf is going to look to throw. He's going to throw it out there, and it's going to be well over the head, and it's caught by McClanahan. And what a throw for Jordan Wolf to Nathan McClanahan, or Jackson McClanahan, who got knocked down celebrating. That's a touchdown, Poca. And this is the most points Logan has gave up all season by a team, Poca. Nathan McClanahan, Jackson McClanahan, caught that touchdown bomb from Jordan Wolf, and now an extra point away. We'll get Poca probably to score a point. And the hold is down, and the kick is up, and it is good. So Logan has their lead cut into, and we got a player down for Poca. And while the player for Poca is being attended to, we're going to look away. But with 4:35 left to go in the third quarter, Logan leads at 43-20 over Poca. And you're watching Logan High Football. We're going to step aside and be right back as you're watching Logan High Football live on YouTube. And we're back. And it looks like Clancy's going to be on the return. Clancy's going to get to the outside. He's got an open lane. Clancy's going to get to the outside. Clancy could take this all the way back. Clancy's got a block, and we got a flag thrown. As I forgot to start the clock. But there are multiple flags on the field, and it's going to be against Logan, either holding or blocking the back. And legal use of hands blocking the back on Logan. So that good return from Clancy is going to set him back for about a first down and 10 at the 38-yard line. Koger looking to pass. He's going to throw it out there, and he's got Clancy open. Clancy makes a move. Clancy's going to be down the sideline. Clancy makes another move, but there's a flag thrown. Clancy's going to get brought down by Poca's number 23. Don't have his number, but it's going to be in the area. And again, I forgot to start the clock, but it's going to be in the area of holding called against Logan as Julius Clancy made a person miss. So back him up from the spot of the foul. So Logan will take over at the 46-yard line on that flag. So it's going to be 1st and 9 for the Dots. For Logan, against the Dots. As Julius Clancy really made a man miss, and he just got brought down, almost took it to the end zone. So Slack's in motion. Koger's going to hand it off to Slack. Slack's going to get to the outside, and he's going to get wrapped out by number 23 for Poca. And I should be used to it by now, but I forgot to start the clock. So Slack gets tackled down hard by number 23 for the Polka Dots. Again, I would give this kid a shout-out, but I do not have a number 23 on the roster. There is no number 23 for Polka on my roster, so I can't give him a shout-out for making plays. He's been making plays on the field for Polka, and Koger is going to take the snap. He's going to look to throw. He's going to throw it over the middle, and he's got Clancy all in and out of the hands of Julius Clancy. Julius Clancy was there, and Clancy just couldn't hold on to it. It was a good throw by Koger. Clancy made the moves to get open, just couldn't hold on to it. So it's going to bring up 3rd and long for Logan. Actually, 3rd and 15 for Logan, and see if Logan can get the first down here. If not, this will be back-to-back drives that Poca has stopped Logan, and Poca's trying to make a little bit of a comeback here against Logan. Poca has had they've been doing good on offense, and Koger takes the snap. He's going to look to throw. Koger's going to actually step up, and he's going to get brought down, sacked, and we're going to get a flag thrown as a Poca defender, Anthony Dunbar, just lost his helmet. So we're going to see what the flag is, and we got a scoring update. Chapmanville Nitro still at 26-0. Chapmanville leads, and Wayne and Winfield. Wayne's starting to make a little bit of a comeback against Winfield. They trail 14-21. So watch out. Wayne is a little scary team, and we're going to get a foul called against the penalty called against Poca, and we're going to see who is it. What might be against Poca. See who it's on, and they're going to call, I guess, legal hit to the head called against the Dodds, and if that is the case, then number 51, Anthony Dunbar, he's going to be taking an early shower. No legal participation against Logan. Okay, I know what the flag is. It's not an illegal hit to the helmet. It's an illegal participation as Anthony Dunbar lost his helmet, and he wasn't allowed to continue playing because he's considered a dead player. So Anthony Dunbar is going to get out on the field, and Coger's going to keep it, and he's going to take off. He's going to get more yards, and Coger just keeps fighting forward, and he's going to get out by Poca. And you got to be careful. This is getting might be a little chippy here. Poca has nothing to lose, and Logan's just they're just really trying to put it on Poca. But with that's first down, Logan. But Anthony Dunbar, he continued to pursue the play once his helmet came off. And when your helmet comes off, you're considered a dead player. You cannot participate anymore. And Dunbar didn't listen to that rule, and he decided to keep going. And it cost Poca because Jackson, when Coger was able to get the throw, and Coger, no one's open. He's going to throw it in the area of nobody, and nobody is in the area. And luckily, Coger didn't get called for intentional grounding. He was still in the pocket, but with 2:17 left to go in the third quarter, Poca's quietly won this quarter over Logan. And we're going to talk, and actually the flag is down, and that's actually going to be in the area of probably intentional grounding against. The flag is on the ground, and we're going to see what they're going to call here. So, no, they're going to wave it off. And Coach Ramsey is not happy with the official. He's almost out to the numbers. He is not happy. He's actually coming out there. He wants to talk it out. He's actually walking. And no, he's walking over into the middle, and Coach Ramsey is not happy. And the officials actually want to talk it over, and we're going to get a timeout called by Poca. That's their first timeout of this half, and Coach Ramsey's upset with the call. He was wanting intentional grounding because Coger was actually not out of the pocket when Coger threw the ball away. And Ramsey does have a beef to argue with the official because, I mean, I am a Logan person. I'm not Logan biased and all, but I call what I see, and it did look like Coger was not out of the pocket, and when he threw that ball, and no Logan defender was in the area. The closest one was Julius Clancy, but he was about a good maybe 6-7 yards away from the ball. He really couldn't even try to dive for it if he wanted to. So Coach Ramsey's not happy. And Poca is awarded the timeout, and Logan's going to come back out there with second and 10 against Poca. So while Logan is going to the officials are taking a break, and we're going to time out. We're going to step aside real quick and be right back. All right, we're back in second and 10. Coger tried to get Poca to jump off sides, and Poca held their water. So we'll see if what Logan runs here. Coger, he's going to do the QB keeper. He's going to get it to the outside. He's got a block. Coger's got another block. He's going to try to get to the outside. Coger has got the first down, and he rumbles forward. And again, for the fourth time this half, I forgot to start the clock. So with 2:08 left to go in the third quarter, Poca just can't get Logan's offense off the field. They did last time on a turnover on downs, but Poca, I mean, Logan's just trying to just take the momentum back after Poca threw that touchdown pass from Jordan Wolf to Jackson McClanahan. So Koger, 1st and 10, takes the snap. He's going to throw it out there, and it's almost intercepted as Hunter Tusing had that ball gift wrap, almost handed to him from Koger, and just Tusing just could not just bring it in. And if Tusing would have caught that, nobody was catching him. He could run all the way back to Poca, and we still wouldn't catch him. And if he'd have caught that, then Poca turned this blowout into a game again, even though Logan has a 23-point lead over the Dots. Still, Poca, they secretly has won this 3rd quarter, and they're slightly just getting momentum on Logan. And let's see if Logan can continue this as Koger fakes handoff. He's going to look to throw. He's got a man open, but it's in and out of the reach of Garrett Williamson. So Koger's pass intended for Williamson on a slant. Just threw a little bit behind him as Koger tried to rush that pass. And now it's going to be 3rd and 10 for Logan. And if you're Logan here, you'd probably do another Koger run out, and we're going to get an official stoppage as they're going to take the clock was still running. And there was 1:44 left on the clock. Let's see where they put the clock at. I have it at 1:44. It might be 1:42. So we're going to see what Poca. Instead of 1:23, they're actually going to run the clock. So it's at 1:23. Koger takes the snap. He's going to throw deep. He's got Clancy open. And Clancy goes up and makes the grab. Touchdown, Logan! Julius Clancy with 1:16 left on the 3rd quarter. Julius Clancy tacks on to Logan's lead. They now lead at 49-20 over the Dots. And depending on the extra points, Logan could reach the 50-point mark. So depending on the extra point, Slack can make it a 50-20 point lead, 50-20 score for Logan over Poca. And the snap is down. Slack's boot is up, and it is good. So with 1:16 left to go in the 3rd quarter, Logan extends their lead 50-20. Well, it says 49. But it actually should be 50. Well, it might actually be 49. So we're at. Okay, if I'd done it, it was 43. No, it should be 50. I have it 50. It says on the scoreboard 49, but it should be 50-20 after the extra point. But with this, we're going to step aside real quick, and after this break in the end of the 3rd quarter, we're going to bring 2 special people on to do a little just a sit-down chat with the Logan Raiders B teams leading their conference in touchdowns. Little Jace Turner and John Wesley Albright. But before we go, we have score updates. Scott leads 21-14 over Point Pleasant in the 3rd quarter. So that's a huge update. So we're going to step aside and be right back as you're watching Logan High football live on YouTube. All right, we're back as Poca gets the kickoff, and number 22 is going to be on the return, and he gets tackled by a group of Wildcats to bring him down with 1:09 left in the 3rd quarter. So Jacob Waldron is the name who was on the return. So Poca is going to set up shop. So while Poca sets up 1st and 10, the score should be 50-20. And I'm going to step aside real quick and be right back. Well, actually, we're back, and we was doing some score counting. They said the kick was no good from Slack. It looked good, like right down the middle. So they actually said it was no good. And I forgot to start the clock. Again, we were discussing what was the score. So they actually they said the kick was no good. So the clock is running with under 35 seconds left. Jordan Wolf out in the shotgun. We was having this big discussion, and they handed off to Young. Young, and he gets nowhere. He's still fighting. It's tripped up by a couple of Logan defenders. And so the quarter is going to run out. So 10 seconds left. So we got 3 seconds left. And that is going to end the third quarter. Your score, Logan 49, Poca 20. And right now, we're going to be joined by two very special guests with me. First is Jace Turner, and then we got John Wesley Albright, who are coming up here to chat with me about their season. John, Jace, come on in here. So, Jace, what made you decide you wanted to play football for the Logan Raiders?
I just love football, and that's the team that my dad played on, so I just choose to play on that team because my dad played on the Logan Raiders.
So who are your idols growing up watching football?
Marshawn Lynch and Mike Allstott.
And you have anything to say for your fans who's been tuning in to watch you play football for the Logan Raider B team?
Yeah, we really appreciate that, and a big thanks to you.
All right, thank you, Jace. Now we're going to bring in John Wesley Albright, part two of the dynamic duo, 1A to 1B right there. But John Wesley, what made you wanted to play football for the Logan Raiders?
Because everybody was talking about me. We were playing at the beach one time when we went to the World Series, and we were playing football on the beach, and everybody said I was so good, and so everybody talked me into it. And then I just love it now.
So, who are your favorite players idling as we're going to take a quick look as Wolf is going to look to pass out to I couldn't see the number 8, Brandon Moore, and he gets enough for a first down. But, John Wesley, who are your idols growing up watching football right now?
Barry Sanders and, what's his name? Well, Barry Sanders.
So is that why you run like Barry Sanders? You just want to just idolize Barry Sanders?
Yeah. I love Barry Sanders. I loved him since I was growing up. My dad showed me a video of him.
Okay, anything you want to say to your friends and family who's been watching you play the football for the Logan Raiders?
Just thanks for coming out. If you could watch us, please come and watch us play. Our next game will be at Gilbert. Well, not Gilbert. Sherman.
All right, that is Jace Turner and John Wesley Albright. Guys, tune in every home game Sundays from now on. Whenever they move to Sundays, they're going to be taking on playing for the Logan Raiders B team. This week, they're going to travel down to Naugatuck to play the Tug Valley Panthers. You guys got anything for the Tug Valley's B teamers?
Good luck, and we're ready to play if you are.
Good luck, and we're going to win.
All right, you heard it from John Wesley Albright and Jay Cern. Guys, thank you for joining us. All right, after that interview, Jordan Wolf drove out to scramble, and he didn't get hardly anywhere. He barely gained some yards. You might have missed a play because I was too busy working the camera, doing the interview. I had to step back a little bit. So Wolf keep it on a handoff. Actually, that's not Wolf. That's a young man for Poca. And we got a flag on the play, and it's Rhino's not happy. it's going to be against Poca for probably unsportsmanlike conduct, as they shoved Rhino back, and Rhino was not happy. So he might have to come out with 11:21 left in the fourth quarter. No, they're going to call personal foul called against Logan. They might have said Ryan Roberts said something to Poca, but we might see these penalties offset. If not, it's just going to be on Logan. No, it's just on Logan. So it's going to be from the spot of the foul where the unsportsmanlike penalty. Actually, they're going to tack on 15 more. So it's going to be first down Poca. So you got to be careful. I mean, Logan's well ahead, but this game could easily get chippy between these two teams because Poca's got nothing to lose. They're 0-3, and they're going to, if barring on a miracle comeback, they could fall to 0-4. And Logan is going to do something that they haven't, is on the verge of doing something they haven't done in a while and go to 4-0 since 1990, since the 1990 season. And the referees are actually going to talk it over. I hope we don't get an ejection. Ron Roberts has left the field. He's not on the. He's on the sideline. No, he's actually on the. He's actually at the defensive end. So we're going to see what the referees are actually talking here. We don't know what they're talking about, but while they're talking, we're going to step aside and be right back as you're watching Logan High Football live on YouTube. Well, we just have the final verdict, and it's a personal foul called against Ryan Roberts. He has been ejected, and he's going to miss the first half of the Winfield game. As Wolf is now back in shotgun. He takes a snap. He's going to look to pass, and Jordan Wolf's got a man out there. It's over the head, and it is caught. No, incomplete.
The pass is incomplete.
Incomplete. It looked like it was caught by Hunter Tusing, and he just couldn't hold on to it. He had a step on his defender. So Logan catches a break there. It's 2nd and 10 in a long game that has a lot of scoring. And Poca, they are a good football team. They can move on offense. It's just they've been in just hard situation games where they've come up short. Wolf takes the snap, hands it off to Young. Young is met at the line, but he bounces off a tackler, and he's going to get shoved out of bounds after a gain of 4 for Andrew Young. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Dots. No, they're going to make it 3rd and 7 for the Dots. So Poca, they can have a chance to cut into this lead. They trail 49-20 over Logan. But Logan, Wolf takes a snap. He's going to look to hand off to Young. Young is met at the line of scrimmage. He just bowling ball through, and he's carrying defenders. He's still going. What a hard-nosed run by Andrew Young again, running like he has nothing to lose. And Logan had a good chance to get him off the field there and force a 4th down, but Andrew Young says, I'll keep it on the ground and I'll take it. That's a first down, Poca. Wolf with 10:06 left to go. Wolf takes a low snap, and they run upfield, and he gets brought down hard by a Logan defender. I couldn't see who the number was, but he brought him down hard. And Logan just trying to hold on, not give up too many points. This is the most points they gave up all year, and that's to Poca. And that they gave up 20 points. This is the most they gave up combined from the first three opponents is 20. So maybe Poca's found a wrinkle in Logan's defense. But then also again, Poca's got most of their varsity players still out on the field, and Logan has brought in some subs. As Logan's got a much anticipated matchup with the Winfield Generals next week. Wolf takes a low snap. He's going to look to throw. Preston Kovac is in chase. He's going to push more out of bounds after a gain of about 3 to 4 yards for Jordan Wolf. Actually, it's going to be about a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up third and 4 now for the Dots. So Wolf back in the shotgun with Young beside him. Takes the snap, hands it off to Young. Young trying to follow his blockers, and he just barrels forward right at the line of scrimmage, and it looks like it's enough for a first down, Poca. And Andrew Young just
makes it 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line.
Young just doing everything he can to keep Poca into this game, trying to just get points up for Poca. As this is becoming a shootout now, actually, here on the island. Logan looked to run away from him. Poca scored only 1 touchdown in the second half. Both teams have scored 1 touchdown in the second half. Wolf takes the snap, hands it off to Young. Young's met at the line of scrimmage. He's going to get brought down by a Logan defender. That looks like it's number 42, Connor Mullins. And Connor Mullins, he has played his heart out against this Poca Dots ball club. So as the clock winds, Poca just moving the ball. Still their varsity is out, but a big story, Ryan Roberts has been ejected from this game. So on a 2nd and long, Wolf is looking to throw, and he's going to throw to the end zone, and it's going to be batted away by Malachi Gardner. He went up and swatted the ball away like a volleyball. It is good high point pursuit for Malachi Gardner to knock the ball away from Logan. So now it is 3rd and 12 for Poca. As they're in 4-down territory, they're not going to kick a field goal. They're going for the touchdown. They're trying to do everything. There's 7:50 left on the clock in this ball game, but Logan has a 29-point lead over the Dots. And we're going to give you a scoring update. Man leads Mingo Central 21-14 as Wolf is going to roll out. Wolf, he's going to try to look to throw it. He's just going to throw it into the end zone, and it's batted away. But it looked like a Logan defender, Preston Kovac, was there on the coverage. And I, again, forgot to stop the clock, so it's 7:41. And we get another score. Final update. Winfield moves to 3-1 on the season, and they defeat the Wayne Pioneers 27-14. And then we have another update. Chapmanville is so far right now routing the Nitro Wildcats 40-0. And we're going to try to get the Scott and Point Pleasant updates as of end of the third quarter. Scott leads at 21-14 over the Point Pleasant Big Blacks. So here on 4th down, Poca is going to look to go, but they're going to get a timeout. So add clock back on for the Dots, and we're going to get a timeout. So timeout Poca, that's their 2nd of the half. They only got 1 remaining. As you can't keep these timeouts going into next week, so you might as well use them now. So while Poca takes a timeout, I'm going to take a timeout. As you're watching Logan High Football live on YouTube, we will be right back. We're back. 4th and 12 for Poca. Wolf in the shotgun takes a snap. He's going to look to throw to the end zone. He's got a man around him there. He's going to get brought down. And they're actually going to throw it. No. They said it should have been picked off, but they called it dead. They called it dead. They said his knee touched the ground. I forgot to stop the clock. But Wolf threw the ball. They said his knee was on the ground. And he threw it right to a Logan defender. Couldn't see the number who it was. But he threw it right to him, and he was ready to take off with it. So with that sack by Logan's, Connor Mullins and Landon Moore looked like they were there. Logan will turn Poca over on downs, and they'll get the ball back with 7:33 left in the ball game, and they'll take over at the 21-yard line. And we're going to see more substitutions for Logan, as we're going to see a new offensive line. The new quarterback, Adam Baisden, is now checked in. And we're going to get new receivers as the varsity time is done. And Poca is going to kind of bring it. They still got their varsity out there. So, man in motion. Basin hands it off to Justice, and Justice gets wrapped down by number 3, Andrew Young. And again, Poca, they got nothing to lose. These seniors, they don't want to go out. They don't want to sing their season. Their season is slowly winding down. Now they're going to fall to 0-4, and it's going to be pretty much impossible. They'd have to run the table to try to get in as a 16 seed with an 0-4 record. So, Baisden in the shotgun with, can't tell who the running back is next to him. Baisden. And they're going to, nope, Baisden's going to take the snap. He takes the snap. He's actually going to keep it. And Basin's going to get to the outside, and he gets wrapped down by Hunter Tusing. And the clock is still going to run. Poca. Again, they still got their offense on the, they still got their varsity on the field, and this is kind of dangerous for Poca because you don't want to have one of your best offensive players get injured, like tear an ACL or anything, and then there really goes your season, because even though they might fall to 0-4, there's still a pretty good chance that they can get into the playoffs. As Slack is going to hand it off to number 19 for Logan. He's going to get it outside. That's number 19, Kerryon Tolliver, who's still moving the pile, and he finally gets stopped. And it's going to bring up 4th down, and we might see the punting unit coming on for Logan. Or they might go for it. You never know. They went for it on they went for it on the end zone against Sissonville, and it paid off. Baisden threw a 99-yard touchdown pass to Caden Justice that made number 5 on Metro News top plays of the week. So Baisden looking to try to move the chains. 4th and 3. And he tried to get him to hard count. And it looks like Gary Mullins is going to let the play clock wind down. And he is going to call timeout. Timeout Logan. That's their first timeout of the half. They have 2 remaining. But while Logan takes a timeout, I'm going to take a timeout. With 5:10 left to go in the ball game, Logan leads it comfortably 49-20 over the Polka Dots. We're going to step aside and be right back. All right, we're back as Aiden Slack's going to be on the punt for Logan. First time he's punted tonight. And snap is high. Slack's going to hold it down, but Slack's actually going to run with it. And Slack's going to actually, no, they brought him down hard. And we get a penalty flag thrown. And Slack is down as Slack was actually just going to just roll out, punt, try to kill time, and Slacks get brought down hard in the neck area. I hope it's not serious. But this is key. See if Slack can get up. As Logan was just going to punt it away. They was going to do the rollout punt like they've done in the past games. It's just Slack thought he had it open. And Slack's down. And we're going to see if Slack will be okay. And we're going to take a break while Slacks get attended to. As every fan in Logan is holding their breath right now. So while Slack gets attended to, we're going to step aside and be right back. We're back, and it's going to be a horse collar called against the Dots. That's going to be an automatic first down for Logan as Slack. And I mean, Slack was just doing a normal rugby-style kick that you see in colleges. He just rolled out. He held on to the ball a lot more, and then that means, hey, you're live. You're going to take out, and it's fair game. So Slack tried to roll it out, and he got brought down hard in the neck area, which is in the area of horse collar. So Slack got walked off the field. I'm pretty sure he's done tonight, so they might use the backup punter to punt for Slack if Logan has to punt it away. And again, I forgot to stop the clock. And Point, I'm looking at a live stream. Point is knocking on the door with 6:35 left in the fourth quarter. They trail 21-14, but the penalties are killing Point Pleasant as they got called for a chop block. And if Scott can hold on to beat Point, then Scott will take sole. Logan and Scott will be tied at the top of the Cardinal Conference for number one. So we're going to see what quarterback Evan Roach has in store for Poca. You can't see it, but I'll give you a play-by-play. Roach, they dropped the pass. He's going to look to throw. He's actually going to look to run, and Scott is around him, and he brings him down. So Point was right at the goal line, and then now they're just backing up. They're just losing yards. So there's your live stream feed of Scott over Point, as I can see it over here, but we're going to get back to action as Adam Basin's back in with 5:02 left. I forgot to stop the clock when Slack got hurt. And they're actually going to run the clock with 18 seconds on the play clock and see if Logan can get more yards. Justice in motion. Basin is going to keep it, and Basin just runs forward, gain about 3 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 7 now for Logan as we got the backups in. This is a good offensive showing for Logan. Defense, Poca's been doing good. They beat Logan on the deep balls, and that's just something you just got to easily break. Point Jordan Wolf. He's been putting the ball on the target. He's thrown for 2 touchdown passes. And again, an update for Point and Scott. This one is key because Scott and Logan are tied at 1 in the Cardinal Conference at the top, and Point's got another penalty flag, so they're backing up more as Bays is going to roll out, and he's going to just get about good 7 yards. He's going to be short of the marker, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 1 for Logan. As we had a good crowd on hand to watch the Dots and the Wildcats, but everybody's starting to file out. as Logan has this victory well in hand, and Logan is going to do something that they have not done since the 1990 season, and that is to be moved to 4-0 on the season, and they have a matchup on the road with Winfield. And that might be the play of the game of the week next week. I will be live if no one else is going to be live for it. So just stay tuned. If you can't make it to Winfield, I'll try to make it. As Basin hands it off to running back Gabe Workman. Gabe Workman gets to the outside. Gabe Workman, he's got an opening. He's got to run down the sideline, and we got penalty flags falling. Workman's still going. And we got a stoppage as Gabe Workman broke the outside, but there's going to be a holding called against the Wildcats. So that long run from Workman is going to just get tallied away. They're going to back him up from the spot of the foul. So it's actually going to probably remain 3rd and 1 for Logan. No, it's actually a legal block in the back. So it's actually going to be at the spot of the foul, and it's actually going to be a 1st and 10 Logan. So that run from Gabe Workman, the run doesn't, from where he was tackled out, doesn't count. So now they're back at from the spot of the foul, but it's still 1st down. He got the 1st down yards as Basin's looking to keep the clock going. Play clock's down to 7 seconds, so they need to snap it before they get a delayed game. And Basin takes a snapper, and he's going to take it out to his right. He's got an opening. Basin's got one man to beat. Basin's going to go down the sideline. Basin is going to get knocked out of bounds. Adam Basin with a QB keeper. Good run for the young freshman quarterback, Adam Basin, the younger brother of offensive lineman Caden Basin. And that is well enough for a 1st down Logan. So maybe Gary might actually want to see Adam Basin score another touchdown. As Basin, again, like I said against Sissonville, he threw a 99-yard touchdown pass. And Point Pleasant, Scott update, Point Pleasant turned it over. Scott has it. Point had the punt. So it's still 21-14. Point's deep in the Scott's deep in their territory. And with that, we're actually going to get a delayed game called against Logan. And Scott on a handoff, the running back for Scott took the ball and took it all the way from their own 2-yard line close to midfield. So Scott, from what they've lost last year and to what they have to regroup and rebuild with this year, they are looking like a legit football team. So Basin has a man in motion. Basin, he's going to hand it off. And his own man, he ran over his own man. I couldn't see who was on the carry. That looked like number 15 for Logan. That was Colton Dunbar. I think that was 15. I can't really tell. Those gold numbers are really close to each other, so you can't tell who really was on the run. But it looked like a 15. No, it's 16. Excuse me, it was 16. Wait, no, that was 16. I was looking at Poca's roster. That's number 16. That's Jacob Waldron. Playing on today was actually senior night for Logan. So Basin in 2nd and long. He's going to let the clock roll down. And they're going to hand it off to Gabe Workman, who gets break free tackle, and he gets wrapped up. He's still going. And Gabe Workman just gets stopped by a group of polka dots. And as that clock keeps rolling, Logan's just 90 seconds away from going to 4-0 and moving on to 4-0. First time since 1990, and they broke a decade-long drought since 2009. They have not won a Week 4 contest. They are finally going to snap that drought and actually win a Week 4 contest. The Basin letting the clock run down. We're under under a minute to go. Basin's going to do a QB keeper. He's going to get the outside. He's got a block in it. He's still not going down, and he's going to get finally tackled out of bounds. So Basden is going to get tackled out of bounds, and it's going to bring up 4th down, and we might see who knows? We could see a field goal coming on for Slack, but I don't know. They might not do it. So we're going to see what they do, and it looks like they're going to bring on Basden, so they're going to run a play. And they're going to call a delay game called against the Wildcats. That's going to back them up more. I think they didn't know what they wanted to run. They couldn't decide if they wanted to run the field goal or kick a field goal or run another play. They decided to run another play, but it was too late. So that's going to back them up 5 yards, and it's going to bring up 4th and super long for Logan. 4th and 23. And we might see a passing from Adam Basden. So watch Adam Basden to Caden Justice. Basden is in the shotgun, and you can't let the play clock wind down. I mean, you got to start. Basden's going to take the snap. He's going to look to throw. Basden's going to throw it deep. He's got Justice out there, and Justice couldn't catch it. Incomplete. They almost tried to do what they did against Sissonville, so Justice passes in. Adam Basden's pass is incomplete to Caden Justice. And Logan will turn it over on downs with 38 seconds left. Logan is very well on their way of winning this ball game. They are going to actually win this ball game. I keep saying that over and over like they are. But no, they are going to win the ball game. And they got the JV players out on the field. And Mann's brought their JV ball club out. And to take the snaps is number 30, Kamani McBride. And he's going to hand it off to number 23, Waldron. And Waldron, no, so I don't know who number 23 is for Poca. I don't have a number 23 on the roster. But Logan is just winding down the clock. And Poca is just, they're going to fall to 0-4 on the season. The first time they've been 0-4 since the pre-Payne Brothers era. So Poca's quarterback takes a snap. They hand it off to number 23. He's going to get just around for maybe a yard or two, and that will be the ball game. And your final score, Logan wins it by a final of 49-20 over the Polka Dots, and Logan moves to 4-0 on the season for the first time since the 1990 season, and they snap their Week 4 game drought as they blow out the Polka Dots 49-20 in a pretty good shootout. Logan will be back in action on the road next week as they will take on the 3-1 and the team that looks like could be the team to beat other than the Scott Skyhawks, the Winfield Generals. So Logan's schedule gets harder from here on out, as if they want to prove to be a top team in the Class AA and make noise in the playoffs, they have to beat the really tough teams like a Winfield, Scott, Chapmanville, Herbert Hoover, Nitro. It doesn't get easy for Logan. They win it tonight 49-20 over the Polka Dots. So guys, to me, the impact players of the games is the I'm going to actually look it over to see who I can get the players of the games. I'm going to step aside and be right back. All right, we're back, and I decided to give it to 3 players. These 3 players really, they haven't really gotten interviewed all day. All year, but these 3 has really stood out for Logan this year. First guy I'm going to give it to is Connor Mullins. Connor Mullins, he has earned one of the impact players of the game. Your second impact player of the game, I'm going to give it to Garrett Williamson, who's just been on a tear lately on the defensive side, and he caught a wide-open touchdown pass from Koger. And then your third impact player of the game, I'm going to give it to Julius Clancy. And actually, I'm going to give it to another one, Landon Moore. Both Landon and Connor Mullins were in the backfield every time Logan Poca snapped the ball. And on offense, Garrett Williamson and Julius Clancy. 4 new guys that are going to get an interview this week. I'll try to get all 4 of them. I'll see if I can. If I can't get all 4 of them, I'm sorry. But those 4 are your impact players of the game for Logan. As we're going to wrap things up, Logan wins it tonight 49-20 over the Polka Dots. I'm Daniel Miller. I'm signing off. See you next time.
Thank you, Daniel.
As you heard Matt Carter, again, I'm signing off.
Good job, man. Good job.
Yeah, we're going to let Matt Carter talk it out. So now I'm signing off. See you next time, guys.